No, it looks nice and busy today. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. That's a different thing than the league, huh?
Good to go. Well, Jon, nice to see you. Leading up to this cup tie, you've got a really good boost after getting back to winning ways last night. I mean, how well are your team playing right now, would you say?
No, I think we've been extremely consistent in 2023. Only lost 2 games and played some great football. It's not a surprise that we are becoming better because we've been training the whole year to develop our football style, the way of playing. And all the credit to the lads that they're buying into that. They're improving, they're developed in that way. And of course, going back to winning days after Stoke away. It was good yesterday and well deserved. At the other hand, it was also a tough night at the office because we didn't score those goals and all those big chances. But a big win, especially at this stage of the season. Every win seems to count more.
The cup games have been really important to you this season, haven't they? You've done your very best to win every cup tie in the League Cup and the FA Cup. Because of that, are you surprised by the progress that you've made in this competition?
We try to use the squad more or less. It's also been I think the cups here in England is extremely important. First of all, it gave us opportunity to use youngsters. It also gives the opportunity to write a new chapter in this great history of Rovers. So it's been an amazing cup campaign so far. In the League Cup, being giant killer, beating West Ham away, and in the FA Cup, which is the biggest cup in the whole world in my head, beating Leicester away. So 2 Premier League sides. All the credit to the lads in that way, and of course for Rovers we haven't been so far for a while. So it's been an excellent run, and we are enjoying it. And of course we all know that you can lose the next game. We beat Sheffield United at home for a couple of days ago, more or less. But it's of course one of those sides who need to go up. If you look at the budget, if you look at the experienced Premier League players and the squad, how big the squad is, and of course parachute money, which is important in football, isn't it? We don't have them here at the moment at Rovers. But at the other hand, is also an opportunity for each player to write a new chapter in this great history and be part of a new history of the club. So something we need to chase. There will only be one club winning the FA Cup in the end. We are not there, but we are allowed to dream about Wembley for sure. Because just saying the word Wembley says enough about the passion and about this great competition.
I know you spent time at the old Wembley. Have you spent time at the new Wembley?
No, I haven't been able to play there or see that in that way. So I'm really looking forward, hopefully, to go there. But we should, of course, dream about it. And I'm sure that the lads are ready for that.
The cup draws so far have not been easy for you, have they? Norwich away. You needed a replay to Birmingham away and to win at Leicester away. These have been good results to get to this stage, haven't they?
It's crazy. We're playing every game away. How is that possible? No, but we are doing well when we're playing away. But it could be, I would rather have played at home because I think our fans deserve a home game at this stage. At the other hand, I think we brought to Leicester, where we played extremely good against a Premier League side and won it well deserved. I think we brought more or less 3,000 supporters. Sounded like 25, 30,000. Now we are bringing almost 6,000 to Sheffield. Could it be great if those supporters could make a sound for 50,000 and would help the team a lot?
That's a great effort from your fans, isn't it, to be taking nearly 6,000 people to Sheffield on Sunday?
Yeah, that's brilliant, and big credit to the fans in that way. And it of course says also a little bit about the support we are getting, which we need. I spoke a lot about having the fortress at Evo Park. I think we have it. I think our fans are playing an important role in that. And fans can give points and victory during a long season, which is needed, because the fans are dreaming, of course, of something bigger, which you always should always dream about big things. And at the end of the day, we can also lose a football game, but it's brilliant that we bring 6,000.
There might be a lot of fans apologising to their mums on Sunday. It's Sunday, isn't it? They might be taking their mums with them.
I think that would be a better idea. Bring the mums. What a day to celebrate Mums Day, huh?
Just in terms of the players that you've got to choose from, no Silver Thomas that we know about, Jon, is anybody available to rejoin the squad?
No, not regarding those injured players. Thomas, of course, is getting closer. So he trained full with the team today for the first time, but the rest is still injured. So we of course stretch with this not particularly a big squad, and especially on a couple of positions as well.
Would you consider Thomas for Sunday, or is it too early?
No, he will not be starting.
Jon, you talk about the specialness of the FA Cup and it being the greatest cup in the world. Why do you feel that?
Yeah, I said it a couple of times to the local media here. Yeah, because when I was a young boy sitting in Denmark, I grew up with English football. I watched the FA Cup. Those moments where smaller club can beat the big ones. Football is an extremely important thing for a social way of living in each city, and there's always people who are big supporter of different teams, and the FA Cup goes back for ages. Of course, I was in one final with Newcastle without playing, but still the memories and that passion and those traditions is very special, and you only have it in England. There's also one of the reasons actually when I decided to work in England. I could have decided to work in different European clubs, play for champion in those countries, playing European football. But I choose to work in the second highest league in England because the passion and the way I think about football and general the playing style in England is great.
You mentioned that passion. What would it be then for you to be able to take those fans to Wembley?
Yeah, it'd be a great achievement. Huh? First of all, we play for the fans. The fans are the heart of football. We should never forget that. They pay a hell of a lot of money for each ticket, so we should try to give them something back. I think the lads have already done it. We are enjoying a good run, a campaign run in the different cups, and there's a good opportunity to write a new chapter. Each player should think about that. Thank you.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Do you think that you've clearly got a great passion for this competition? That comes across how much you love it personally. Do you think that has really helped? Have you got that across to the players? Has that been part of the reason why you've done so well so far?
I think when you look at this young team, there's of course a team where a lot of players went away in the summer. 12 players with gaming time, came 6 new in, and a lot of youngsters from the youth department. We have a good academy. So in the beginning it was about building a spirit together. I think the spirit and togetherness is excellent within the squad. And when you build a spirit and togetherness, then you always get a group who wants to do things together. And when you're playing knockout games, you need players who want to do things together because it's about winning that game. And in the meantime, we also develop our playing style to being a more modern, fluent way of playing football.
And do you think in this competition, have you said to your players, look, this is very special? It's infectious the way you talk about this competition. Have you got that across to the players?
Yeah, I think so. I think we saw that at Leicester away. The lads have done an excellent job in that way, and for a lot of those players, it's also a new experience being so far. For Rovers, it's also been a while ago that we have been able to bring 6,000 to an away game like that, and playing for Wembley. Just saying the word Wembley sounds great, huh?
It does. Very much, thank you.
Jon, just on Thomas, if there's a chance he gets called up for Belgium, would you let him go?
I would let him go, yeah, because the boy, he loved his country. He's proud if you get the opportunity to play for Belgium. I've been around the Danish squad as a player, as a captain, and of course also as a coach. I know how those moments are as a player.
I know you've not talked a lot about your playing career since you've started. How does success and achievement compare to you as a player and enjoying it as a manager?
I think you can't compare it. In the end of the day, of course, it's about winning trophy. And second is how you do it. And of course, we want to develop a clear identity, how we want to play football. But when you have success, the most important as a leader is to see the whole building, which we have here at Rovers, going the same direction. That can make you proud as a leader.
And I guess seeing the fans taking him on that journey as well and seeing them buy into it is just as important.
Yeah, because I said it before to your colleague, the fans are the soul of football, and we should always think about that.
And obviously you've had successes in your management career before in Sweden, but would it make it extra special with Rovers for the challenges that you've come up against, the level of expectation where you're able to take this club? Would it mean that a bit more?
Now, we are under construction, we are building because we want to be a sustainable Premier League club over time. And we are building with a young squad to create value. and of course also the identity, the way we want to play, a modern, fluent way of playing. At the other hand, I think when I was at Malmö, of course winning the championship twice, I think it was probably a big achievement going to the Champions League, going through 4 qualification rounds without being seeded in 2 of them. I don't think it happened a lot of times in the history of Champions League.
You'll be without Sober. Obviously, Ryan came off the bench and scored yesterday. Tyrese as well is another option. So although you're missing one player, you've still got a couple of players there who'll be itching to try and get in your team.
Yeah, and that's good. We need a bit of competition, but as we all know, we are extremely stretched at some position as well, because it's not the biggest squad with those couple of injured players we have, and of course also the experience. But we are looking forward for that game, playing for another achievement. Just going through each round says a little bit about the success.
And just on Jack Vale, is he out for the season, Jon? Is he done now, or has he got a chance of playing again?
It's difficult to say. If I should say it, I would say yeah, the chance is big, but let's wait and see on that.
Jon, you've managed and played in a lot of big games throughout your managerial and your playing career. How do you find that balance of getting really up for a game, obviously, and knowing what it means, but not going too far or letting the occasion pass you by?
It's of course a balance, and if players have tried it, it's easier to find the right balance. A player should always feel a little bit tense. You need to have the tense to perform. At the other hand, it's also just a football game, isn't it? Just a football game where we need to do the concrete right things, which we have been working on the whole season. So we have a plan, and we will try to follow the plan. Well known that, of course, the team you're playing is an excellent opponent, which you can also lose, but we will always go for that win. I said it from the beginning, we're extremely ambitious. We go on the pitch with that mindset to win every game. It will not happen always, but that's our mindset.
Does the fact that you played them 3 weeks ago now, how much do you think that result will impact the game on Sunday?
Nothing at all. It's a cup game. It's about one victory. I think that's the difference.
So I think for you guys, it's very much go the same way you went to West Ham, the way you went to Leicester, no fear, and obviously it's you don't have to think about things like taking a point for the league's sake. It's about winning there on the day.
Yeah, we need to be brave first of all, do the right thing, be concrete and follow the plan. And sometimes it can be difficult in football. At the other hand, those lads have done an excellent job. Big credit to the lads the whole season so far. So why shouldn't they be able to do it another time?
I know you would have liked to draw at home, but the fact that you're playing another championship side and there will be one championship side in the semi-final, that must feel like an even bigger opportunity for you guys to make a bit of recent history. Yeah,
I would actually rather play the Premier League side at home. First of all, to give our fans the experience, and second of all, it's also nice to try to win against the Premier League side. We've been able to do that twice this season, West Ham and Leicester. Against Forest, I changed 11 players probably before the game, so it was a little bit more difficult to win that game, but I would rather have that.
Okay, thank you.
Jon, with the cup results this season, obviously on the cusp of a place at Wembley, also the league campaign, do you think it would be fair if people are looking from the outside and they're thinking after such a long time, Blackburn are on their way back, really on their way back this season?
Now we all know it's been tough to be a Rover fan the last decade. We know that, but I think the fans they should always dream about better times. We are trying to create better times for the fans, and they are also on this journey. You saw that yesterday against the togetherness, the energy and the passion within the players and the crowd, and from the crowd to the players was excellent. So we need each other, and we need each other more than ever. And of course our fans deserve better times because this club have a great history in English football.
And in terms of 6 wins in the last 7 games, does it really feel like the momentum is coming together exactly at the right time for this to be a very special season?
No, I think 2022 was extremely inconsistent for our part with a new squad, a new way of playing football, which is normal. Here in 2023 we have been extremely consistent, played some good football, not giving a lot of goals away, creating more and more chances. We're not always taking those chances, but of course there's part of the plan. I'm not surprised about that when you're working together to become better, and all the credit to the lads because they really has been able to learn, they want to develop, and we have that mindset within the building.